Like the doctor. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European Time on the dollar. We do this show because we gotta know what's happening with altcoins, Bitcoin and altcoins and everything else, of course. That's why we do the show. We gotta watch the charts, watch if we're gonna go up, gonna go down. If you're gonna go sideways, is this the bottom? Is this the top of the bottom? Then we're gonna get another bottom, you know, all the good stuff, We gotta know all of this stuff, guys. Unfortunately, we gotta know all this stuff. That's why we do Bitcoin Daily 9 a.m. Central European Time on the dollar every single day, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know what's happening. That said, guys, how's everybody doing? I hope you slept well. Sleep, very, very important. The Central Plant in the chat, what's up? Bobby Fat, morning all. Everything Stube is back in here. Rising Wedge, no one talked about. I think everybody talked about Rising Wedge, man. M21, yo, good morning, folks. Good morning, how you doing? Warren, Chris, Toxic Pan, Crypto, morning, Drunken. Warren, Drew, 20k, here we go again. Yeah, 20k, here we go again. Call Crypto. Hope everyone is well this morning. I hope as well. Eric, short is the way. Right now, I think a little bit short on the way might be the thing. We're gonna see that. Retest before moon mission, or maybe, just maybe retest before moon mission. We're gonna see how that plays out eventually. I don't like the fact that TLA is on time a lot nowadays. I actually like the fact. The reason we are on time right now is, we start trading, I think, something like, almost 2 weeks ago. And one of the first lessons we learned in training is that, mental clarity, meaning, being a very, quick and well rested is very, very important, because you cannot trade when you're tired. So I started actually sleeping very well lately, and from that day on to all the way to right now, I've been going to bed around 10 11 and waking up at 6 a.m. like normal people. But this, I haven't done, like, I haven't slept like for 2 weeks like this that I've been doing now. I mean, since I was in my 20s or something like that. I don't think I even slept that. Most of the fights I have with my wife is about my sleeping schedule. And for the last 4 years, I haven't, I've been, sitting up watching the daily closes and stuff like that. But right now I figured out, daily closes are not that important. What's important is, when you are actually looking at charts, so that you are very, very clear on the stuff. So it is good stuff. So we definitely gonna continue 9 a.m. Central European Time on the dollar, the shows. So we're gonna see. Abdullah, morning. Zidago, good afternoon. TLA, how you doing, man? Captain is in chat. Captain, hey club. Captain changed the name again. Crypto Queen, nice. 55 but only 13 likes. What is this? Yeah, hit the like, guys. Hit the like. Bridge Cave, what's up? Morning TLA. Goom, damn John. At work, not sleeping. I mean, money for money for trading gotta come from somewhere first, right? I always tell people, like, people are like, hey man, I'm gonna get to and not everybody, but these young people, oh man, I don't have any money, how can I invest and stuff like that. And I tell them, like, the best investment you can make when you don't have any money is get a job. People are like, hey man, what do you mean get a job? Like, get a job, that's like the best investment you can have. Like, the first month, the profits are insane, right? The second month, you're already up 2x. Third month, you are up 2.5x or something like that, right? I mean, the profits and the gains in the start, once you get a job, the first job, right? The profits are so huge, right? So, getting a job when you have no money is the best investment you can make. Like, even after like a year of time of doing that, that's the best. That's how everybody should get a job, get money, and then take that money, make the work for you. It's only when you have a lot of money invested and money is working for you that it doesn't, the monthly paycheck, it really doesn't matter compared to what you're making in crypto, that you can think about, okay, job is no longer worth of investment. But as long as the money is good in the job, I mean, that's the best investment you can make in the start. I just woke up, looked at the chart and thought, man, Bitcoin is pumped overnight. Ooh. DXY going over 110 soon. Yeah, so we are looking at the DXY chart over here. We're gonna see what's actually happening. Well, I change it every day for another stream, but I don't know how to change it back when I'm at work. So every stream, new name. Captain, you gotta pick something. Just be called, Captain Queen, Captain Crypto, Captain Kirk. I don't get the Kirk part, but Captain I get, Crypto I get, Queen I get, but the Kirk part I don't get. What's your daily job, Salah? My daily job, I don't have a daily job. I have a, weekend job. I have a business I run. What's your 15K today? I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I think people are hoping for it, but I'm not quite sure about it. I know how to do it on the phone, but not a PC. That's hilarious. Get a job to build capital, even if it's just freelancing and doing. Yeah, like that's the best investment you can do. Like it doesn't matter what it is. I want to start a good morning show. Is this bull market? Yes, exactly. We need. I want to tell for you guys who are not aware of that. I can mention it right now again. Let's go up here. Here's Ivan Tech. This guy, he's been in crypto for since 2013, 2014. So he's been through a lot of bull and bear markets, right? And he stopped. Through entire 2017 and 18, he was doing daily, like we are doing right now, daily crypto good morning crypto shows, daily, every single day, live stream it. And it was such an enjoyable thing to do, you know, wake up in the morning and watch his show, because he's so knowledgeable and, you know, he's been through a lot and we've been watching. But at the, you know, when Bitcoin started hitting like 50K or something like that, he stopped doing, you know, good morning crypto shows. He was like, I'm gonna take a break. And I was like, poof. That was I told people that was the first sign that I knew that, you know, we are coming to some kind of end of this bull market. That was the very first sign. But right now he's coming back and doing this daily, because he knows what's you know, he knows what's happening after that. It's euphoria, and then, you know, everything goes down. It's bear market, nobody likes you, you know, your views go down. He already seen that. I'm seeing that as well now. You know, people unsubscribe, people don't want to watch crypto, they're leaving, you know, people are very, very discouraged and stuff like that. But right now that we are at the bottom, this guy again started, you know, making these good morning crypto shows again, and you know, it's enjoyable to watch. It's not live right now, you know, it just, you know, but I'm hoping it will go live on, you know, at some other, you know, at some other point. But very enjoyable, very enjoyable. My name is Kirk. My last name is Kirk. Oh, okay, Captain Kirk. Bro, I just decided to learn to short Qcoin, the 3S coins. Never done that before. So does that mean we just bottomed? It might be, it might, but I'm also gonna show you about another video. I used to watch this guy. Good morning, Dad. Did you take yesterday's short trade? Yeah, we did short trade, but we all make $6. $6, man, $6. Worst case isn't 700, worst case is 300. I'm never leaving. That's good, that's good. So there is a good question up here. Bro, I just decided to learn to short Qcoin, the 3S coins. Never done it before, so does this mean that we button? Guys, I'm gonna show you a video from a guy that I think is a scammer. And let's go up here. I'm gonna show you a video from a guy. So I'm just watching this right now. I don't know if you know who this guy is. He's shilling this thing called TrueBit. He's been shilling this thing called TrueBit for over a year now. I have a small bag of TrueBit, so, you know, I'm not shilling it. I'm just saying that I bought the bag because of this guy. I actually don't believe in TrueBit, but this guy is so much on this TrueBit train that, you know, I'm thinking like, even if it goes up like, you know, 5, he says that it's gonna go 1000x. Even if you go 5x, you know, it's gonna be small bag, whatever. You know, I'm gonna get my money back. And right now it's some kind of button for a long time. Doesn't matter. But I made 2 videos calling this guy a scammer 2 times before, in 2017 or 18, because he's always asking people to, you know, put their Bitcoin in his hands so he can trade them and stuff like that. Really doesn't matter. The thing is, the guy is very smart. He's a, you know, he has a very, he probably had previously some shady businesses that he was doing some shady stuff with, and right now he's very much in crypto. He's been in crypto for a very long time. And I do like to watch these kind of guys, you know, scammers, hustlers, you know, anybody who wants to, you know, recharge hard, you know, but because these guys, for some reason, they see through all the BS. When you watch things like Altcoin Daily and, you know, these other crypto shows, you know, I don't know what to say about these guys. I think they are too optimistic and too naive to see the real world, right? But these guys, like this guy over here, they kind of see the real world, right? And they kind of know what's up, what's happening. And that's why I watch, for example, Richard Hart, even though everybody hates him. That's why I watch this guy when he speaks and stuff like that. So what he's saying in this video relates very nice to the what that Not Live said about shorting. And he said right now that we have this Bitcoin ETF short. Let's go up here. Bitcoin ETF short. See, one day ago, ProShares is launching a short Bitcoin ETF this week, and this guy is calling the bottom, right? He's calling the bottom because of Bitcoin shorts, ETF shorts, because yeah, what he says is right now that, you know, shorts are coming in and ETF shorts, he said that, you know, normal people with pensions funds and stuff like that, right, they cannot go to, you know, these you know, Binance or Qcoin or whatever exchange and short Bitcoin. But once this comes up here, you know, normal people will be able to short Bitcoin, and they're shorting the bottom, right? But the smart people, the Wall Street people, will actually go against them, and, you know, they're gonna take all their money, right? So the fact that, you know, they're coming out with Bitcoin, you know, Bitcoin short ETF at the bottom at the bottom means that this is the bottom, right? This is the bottom, right? So I do watch this guy from time to time. You are welcome to watch him. He's called Bitcoin Fund Manager, but just do know that he has a shady business and he's shilling a lot of stuff that, you know, dumps right after he gets his money. But, you know, this Truby stuff, you know, he been shilling for over a year. I'm telling you, I got a small bag. I don't know how it's gonna, you know, it's kind of throwaway money. If I lose, if that goes to zero, that goes to zero. But just in case he's right, because he's been shilling, you know, of all the coins, this Truebit stuff, he's been shilling for so long time, and I was like, I mean, eventually it has to go a little bit up. I mean, it's been like at the bottom for a long time. But do watch what he's saying. I just watching this video. I came like 40 minutes in right now. I'm right after the stream is done, I'm gonna watch the rest of the video because I like to see. This is actually from 3 days ago, but, you know, still, I'm gonna watch the video. But just so you guys know, where were it? Beam up, I used to watch this guy. Yeah, that's the Ivan Tech. Profit is profit no matter how small. Yeah, that's what people are saying. Better than 54 cents I lost on my dot trade. I mean, you know, it's nice to cut the short, you know, trades short. New short ETF might be the bottom signal, just like the spot ETF might be the top. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. He also talks about it. So many people keep talking about liquidation. That's not a sign of bottom. I don't know what it is. Yeah, the same thing happened. I remember it very well in 2017 and 18 when we were at the bottom, right? We are at 3,000. People are still screaming about 2K, 1K, about liquidation. We gotta go to that level. There were even people calling for $200, $200, not, you know, not $2,000, $200. Because down there's some kind of liquidation that needs to happen, you know. So it's gonna be always there, right? He shills whatever he buys. Yeah, I think he shills whatever he buys. Bitcoin Fund Manager, isn't it? No, it's not it, but, you know, I like it. I like to hear what he says. I like to hear when it comes to these, you know, because you have to read between the lines, right? You know, sometimes they're shilling stuff, but you're like, okay, shilling stuff. But you can always get these, you know, gold nuggets. You can learn stuff from these guys. The real world is hard. Scammers are just in tune with the environment we are in. I think that might be it. Like they kind of understand the stuff, how it's going. They're not naive. They see through bullshit very fast. And, you know, when you go to, you know, there's something called street smarts. I mean, when you talk to people that are, you know, been on the streets for a long time and does, you know, certain stuff, you know, they kind of, you know, see through everything, right? They know how to, you know, react to the stuff, right? And these guys that are, you know, in crypto business and other business that are a little bit shady, they kind of know what's up because, you know, they think in the same patterns, right? When the BTC futures long came out, we dumped. Yeah, 2017, the same people told you to long at the top. Beach short at 21.5, ship short. Yeah, we could have shorted ship actually yesterday at the very top because I said like it's gonna go up to the 50 moving average. It went to the 50 moving right back down, never shorted. You know, you could look at it another way. He's a shill whose job is to get people to buy Bitcoin so they have more profit shorting. He's always bullish. Bitcoin, BitBoy is the biggest scammer, pumps every coin he's in and no zero tech analysis. Yeah, so BitBoy is not actually the, you know, Bitcoin is not that kind of scammer. He's just taking, you know, a lot of money to the shill coins. He shill his Oz bag and stuff like that, right? And the thing is, he's in so many coins that, you know, it's very hard to talk about anything that he's not in, right? So, you know, because they got a lot of money, you know, millions and millions of dollars, they need to invest in all these coins, you know, and they're just buying everything. They're just buying everything. So, you know, they have to talk about something. So, you know, but I would say he's a scammer, but, you know, I don't know. He's not a scammer, but, you know, he does, you know, he has to shill his bags because, you know, whatever he talks about, he probably has a bag of. He did a rant on how possession and gambling Korean people are and how much they are gonna FOMO in a Jeju Doge when they found out it's Korean meme coin. It was hilarious. Yeah, so he does shield a lot of meme. He was shielding a lot of meme coins and stuff like that, you know. But you have to look through that, you know. And I'm not buying anything he shields. It's not like that's not how it works. But you know, this TrueBit stuff, you know, it's been going on for ages right now. They want to liquidate Satoshi, even if he will pay rents. Yeah. Good morning, Yap. How you doing? BMAT, let's trade. Bitbot and Car from the moon are the biggest scammers on crypto. No, they're not, man. I like the moon. I like the moon. Bitboy's fundamentals analysis, but I never buy anything he shills. Nah, you have to understand. Just because, you know, YouTubers shill stuff, you know, you're not there to buy. I call that Satoshi Stacker a scammer. That was the biggest. That was such an ugly video, man. That was like he was shilling. What was it? You know, the King Kong coin or whatever that was. And you know, he got paid for that, and it was such a, you know, it was such a. Let's see how his coin actually did. Let's go to there. Satoshi Stacker. Let's see. There was a coin he shilled. I don't know. Right. King Kong coin. Let's see if. Maybe deleted the coin and the video. Where was the? Let me find the video, because I made a video about him, so you know. There we go, there's the video. Okay, let's go up here. So I made a video, so he's a scumbag. Yeah, so he's scumbag. He's just shilling this thing over here. Where is King of the meme coins? That was what shilling it an hour ago, May 26th. I think he deleted the video, but you know, I don't know. What's the name of the coin though? What's the name of the coin? The coin's name was what's the name of the coin? The meme coin. This meme coin is Anton's facility. Talks about, you know, what kind of meme coin. Meme coin. Okay, let's check it out. Coin cap. Memecon, Mcon. It's up 20%. He shilled on May 20 something, when 29th. Yeah, so shield up here, right? It went down like with everything else. Right now it's like up 20% up there, but it is down since the video as well. Yeah, like a bunch of them. It's up here. 29th up here. So he shielded up here, right? And it's just been going down. Like, and you know, it's not like he's, you know, shilling it in a bull market or something like that. Like, there is no way this thing is gonna go up, right? And he's shilling this thing, you know, because he's getting money. Tons of utility. Such a scumbag move, man. Not enough buy for Macro 07. They want to liquidate Satoshi. Preference, yeah, understand. Big uterus pump low cap. Altcoins to dump forever. To dump forever. Can you do XRP? Maybe after the Bitcoin. We're gonna do Bitcoin soon, guys. We're gonna do Bitcoin soon. Yes, remember CK shield his bag of fire so he could sell then. Well, I don't know if he actually had or not, but fire did pump after he shielded. I remember that though. Combination Dogon general alts wait for 1000x pumps. The 112 seems to be technical target for the XY. Don't know where it came from. Maybe the V pattern or some other pattern. Yeah, there are definitely certain targets up here, but we already broke certain trend up here. Right now going a little slower. I still say that this line up here needs to be broken towards downside for us, for the DXY to actually break the pattern. Careful Moon dumped Costa on retail. I don't think he was able to dump Costa. It's a slow rug. There are many videos with proof of this on YouTube. That he dumped Costa. I don't know, man. Isn't these coins that they got locked for a couple of years? Memekong, yeah, Memekong. Or cash gas, some rug pulls does mean that all won't pump. And Bitboy gets paid tens of thousands to pump small caps. Yeah, so they do get paid to shield the coins. I'm 100% sure of that. So bro, I told you SNX was a good trade. SNX. I just got my notification on SNX, and if it just wants to load up, you see the line up here. Let's go to 1 hourly time frame up here. This is the alert line I put up there that it might be nice, to short it once it gets back to these levels up here. You can see here it got to these levels up here. But it actually, overshoot it as well. Doesn't matter, guys. Are you ready for Bitcoin TA? Are you ready for the Bitcoin TA, guys? Are you ready for Bitcoin TA? So where are we gonna start? Guys? Where are we gonna start? We can first remove a little bit of these moving averages so you can see this light nicer. We can remove this line. It's not this line up here. It's not important. Over here, we can remove that. We can even remove this line up here. So this is what we had yesterday, guys, and this is what we've been talking about. We had certain levels of resistance that were very, very important to break. Now, if we break 22.6 up here, 22.5, 22.6, we know that the pump up to some kind of 28k can be very fast and big, and it was very unlikely that we are gonna do this right now, because this space over here between 28,000 and down to 22.5 is kind of empty space over here. This is kind of empty space, and there is not much happening in this space over here. Now when you have empty space usually means there is no supports or resistance lines, or at least not the big ones. There might be some kind of trend lines up here. It depends on how good they are, right? But there might be some kind of trend lines that are going to stop us, but oftentimes without these big support and resistance lines, the price usually tends to goes very, very fast towards upside. Now getting above this level up here would have done that. I think we would have gone all the way up to 28k or something like that, but we didn't do that. And as you can see, our take was this wedge is going to break down. We might have a fake out towards the upside, then break on downside. I said this might be the most likely scenario. You can see that right now that actually happened. We broke outside of this rising wedge, and right now we're going on downside. Now the question is, when is this rising wedge pattern done? Usually these rising wedges, what happens is you have a rising wedge, you break out of the rising wedge, and then you go back to the bottom where it started. Now the question is, did it start up here, or is this rising wedge up here start somewhere because this was some kind of top down here, so maybe something down here where we are getting to that, right? The question is, it's going to be either up here around 19,007 or something like that, down here back at 70, give or take, in this area on the downside. So we got to see that there's different interpretations how these rising wedges do play out, but most of the time they should go all the way back down to the level where they are at, and then we have to see whether this support area down here holds again, and can we break this towards downside and or not. We came up here to 21.5. 21.5 is the monthly 50 moving average. You can see here, this is the 50 moving average on the monthly. Let's go to the chart. That's up here at 21.2 or something like that. So if you go back to 1 hourly time frame, yeah, that's the line up here, give or take, in this area up here. That's actually 21.6, 21.2. So we actually bounced off of that. towards the downside. So right now the question is, how far down is this gonna go? Are we gonna go all the way down there right now, where we're gonna find some kind of bottom and then bounce again, create maybe some kind of double bottom up here, or what's gonna happen? But it's not done, or it's not done yet. Now let's pop the moving averages up here and see how this is actually playing out. There are some nice levels that we have been breaking. This is the 4-hourly time frame. What you're gonna see here is the 50 moving average and the 10 moving average right now broken towards downside. Somebody sending me a bunch of messages, nothing important. And this 20 moving average is about to get broken. This is on the 4-hour time frame. On 1-hourly time frame, we are holding the 100 moving average. So you can see right now that we, you know, this 100 moving average up here, the 20 moving average right up there. On the daily time frame, we got nothing, but we got rejected by the 10 moving average on the downside. Now this pattern, this what's happening up here is very normal, normal move, at least from, you know, my experience. When you get the extended move towards the downside, you find some kind of bottom and then you bounce up. Sometimes you get right back above it and go, but if you start getting, you know, smacked down, often it can do, you know, do a little move up here before it actually breaks above it again, then consolidates up here, and then, you know, tries another move towards the upside. So this can actually play out, right? So, you know, I don't think that we are right now that we are getting, you know, outside of this rising wedge up here towards the downside, that we are gonna go, you know, bounce, you know, all the way down down to, you know, what's called the abyss, all the way down to abyss. I don't think we're gonna do that. You know, we are hugely oversold, we are hugely, you know, low levels on certain stuff, right? So, you know, pushing this down, you know, even harder towards downside, it can happen. I'm not saying that it cannot happen, I'm saying it can happen, but it is very unlikely from, you know, my perspective. My perspective right now, this might actually pull back a little bit more, and then we might get, you know, this bullish engulfing candle again, because this was a bullish engulfing candle, slow move towards upside, towards the resistance, a pullback towards the downside. Whether this pullback is gonna stop here and then we're gonna bounce towards the upside, where we just go do a wick to up here and then close above the 10 moving average. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but right now, if you look at the small time frames, let's just go a little bit back to get lines. If you look at the 4-hourly time frames, this does look right now that it's either gonna be, you know, some kind of bottom down here, below these 4-hour levels. Let me just see on daily time frame. Yeah, so 4-hour is the best we have right now over here on the small time frames. So there is some kind of support line down here. You can see here that we actually came to the wick to that support line down here, with the wick to that support line. So until this actually support line is broken on the downside, I will say that, you know, going down here, you know, that can happen, but right now it does look to me like, you know, it's trying to stabilize itself right up here. If you look at a 1-hourly time frame, what you're gonna notice, it is, you know, it's not dumping, just kind of slowly being pushed a little bit on the downside, while it's hugging this, you know, this trend up here. And it's not gonna take a lot, you know, to break this towards the upside and, you know, do another pump towards the upside pretty fast, right? It's not gonna take a lot to do that. It's not like we are having this trend up here and you see a lot of these, you know, dumps and dump, you know, dump in order to dump. No, it's just kind of slowly being pushed down, you know, very, very slow. This is often a very bullish move because we are hugging the resistance right now, the trend line towards the upside. There's probably some kind of channel up here. So until we actually break the channel on the downside or break the channel towards the upside, nothing is happening. This is slowly, you know, moving down. But right now we have this, you know, support line down right below us. So I'm looking whether we're gonna break the support line to below us. Let's see down here if there is it might be some kind of channel up here. So right now we are going down in this channel up here. This is actually a very bullish channel because there are you know, just slowly moving towards the downside. You know, there are no big moves, but I think if we start breaking this on downside, there can be a big move. On the other hand, if we get some kind of support on this line, there can be a big move and breakout towards the upside. So, you know, this actually looks to me very bullish, and I think Bitcoin is indeed very bullish. You know, we can go all the way down to the bottom of this over here, but, you know, up here, if we are bullish, this should get some kind of support in this area over here, and then eventually, you know, bounce towards the upside, or just bounce up here eventually towards the upside. But what I'm looking for actually is, you know, break above, you know, 22.5 up here, because I think that might be a very nice rally to some kind of 28k. A little bit, you know, undecisive right now. We are in a short-term downtrend, still in overall uptrend up here, still in an overall short-term uptrend up here. This might be even a channel. Maybe it's gonna go down to some kind of channel up here. maybe goes down to some kind of channel up here, go up, go down, go up, go down, go up, down. Maybe it's some kind of channel, maybe it's some kind of channel. Eventually it's some kind of channel down here, maybe some kind of 1950. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. But it does look nice. It does look nice. I mean, I'm not really, you know, I still think this is the Bitcoin bottom. Now, when I say it's Bitcoin bottom, you know, I don't mean that, you know, this exact level. It can actually overshoot that a little bit. It can come up here, but you know, this range up here, this is the Bitcoin bottom right now. And you know, from everything I can see and read and you know, listen to, you know, everybody's, you know, all the whales everybody's buying. Everybody's dollar cost averaging into altcoins. Everybody, you know, everybody does that, you know. So that is that. Bless you. Thanks. Appreciate it. So, you know, Bitcoin looks good. The question is, what is stock market gonna do on the other hand, right? So right now we got this DXY that's actually going towards the upside. And I don't think that the DXY has yet broken the trend. There is a trend line that it needs to break for us to be, you know, for us to know that, you know, with a decent degree of certainty that we are, you know, breaking this this parabolic move towards that downside. I don't think quite yet is the time. I think this might, you know, still go up here. This trend line over here got broken right over here. It started going a little bit fast up there, broke that trend right over here. We are getting higher high up here. I think we also got the divergence on that thing over there. Yeah, it does look like divergence. Let's go to 2 days up here. We gotta slow down. Yeah, there is divergence on the chart already, but it can definitely still pump. So I'm not saying that this is done just yet. We already, you know, we said that, you know, this 105 might be the top, and it might be the top up here, but we only gonna know because it can just hit, you know, support up here, down support, climb, and then, you know, do another move up here, you know, because this is right now resistance, this is and this over here is support. So it looks like, you know, it might be making these, you know, expanding wedge towards upside. We should actually break them downside eventually, right? But it can technically just climb on this moving this trend line over here right now. So this is not done yet. Whether the 105 was the top or not, we don't know. Whether it's just gonna go and break this towards downside right now or not, we don't know. But you know, it's gotta break this line. This line is very important. I think this one line over here is very important. It's not yet broken, but once it does that, you know, we're gonna know. Dow Jones daily time frame, can see down here that it is holding, in fact, indeed, the bottom down here. Some kind of bottom right over here. So is this the bottom for stock markets, guys? Is this the bottom for stock markets? If you look at some very important moving averages up here, let's go to the monthly time frame. You'll see that we are coming to this 50 moving average on the monthly time frame, which is kind of important, you know, in retrospect up here. You know, these things break not that often. On the weekly time frame, we are coming down to the, you know, 200 moving average on the weekly, so we are down. Stock markets are, yes, they are down a lot from the top, you know, and you can say that, oh, that's recession. It's just down 20%. It's just down 20%, and you know, recession is, you know, after 20%. It was some kind of bearish market up here. It started in November 21 right now, the June 2012. So it's less like 6 months towards downside. Will this continue on the downside? That's the question. We are still not breaking any important levels. Yes, we are going down, and the stock market is going down, but it's not technically breaking anything. And the thing that gets me bullish about stocks is that people are saying the thing that like Tech Burger says stocks are doomed too. No, I don't think stocks are doomed, because stocks didn't break some very important levels. They did break this uptrend over here. That's true. They did break the uptrend over here, but they're still above, you know, you know, or above the 50 moving average. They just broke this 20 moving average on the downside. They often do, you know. So, you know, saying that stocks are doomed, it's a little bit too early. It's a little bit too early. It's a little bit different, you know, mechanics for the stocks and stuff like that. So the way I see it right now, if we get some kind of bottom down here on stocks up here, goes up towards the upside up here, breaks this towards the upside, you know, it can definitely pump above all-time high right over here. Probably is gonna speak in front of the Senate today, just a reset back before free money, a lot of downside stocks. I mean, guys, stocks have been dumped down a lot already, guys. Stocks have been dumped down a lot. Let's see here, Amazon. Let's go to the weekly time frame up here. Amazon is down 46%. This is one of the biggest companies, down 46%, you know, on the way down. Can it go down more? Yeah, it maybe it can. Tesla is down something like you know, 50% on the downside. Twitter is down a lot as well. This was 80 bucks down here. It was down from the top to the bottom 60%. Let's see other stocks. FedEx is down. It was down a lot as well, down 40%. And then you got these. You know, these tech stocks like Snap, that's down like 85% right now. Snap is down 85%. Not Twitter, but what was it? Facebook. What was it? Facebook? Netflix is down a whole bunch because they lost a little bit, 76% down. It's called Meta now. Meta platforms. It's down something like, you know, 60%. So yeah, 50-60% of stocks, like that's huge amount. That's huge amounts. And a lot of these companies are good companies. Like Facebook is not going anywhere. Netflix is not going anywhere. They got a lot more competition, but it's not going anywhere. But it's down a lot, you know. So I don't know. I think they are down a lot. I think people are gonna take the opportunity to buy 50% lower, you know, lower stocks and stuff like that. Beyond is dead, man. Beyond is dead. I mean, from top up here, you know, down here, there's not 90%, you know, down here from top, like 90% down. I think beyond is beyond dead. Neo is down a huge amount down here, 82%. Lucid, at least from what I'm, you know, following, is down. It was down something like, you know, 77%. There is FedEx Corporation, that was that. Apple, yeah, people also want to get more Apple because Apple is good. Like Apple is down like 30%, and you must say, oh, it's gonna go down 70%. I don't think. Number one, Apple is not gonna go down 90%. Okay, guys, it's not even gonna go down 80% down here. Okay, it's just too good. Like maybe the 200 moving average down here, and maybe the 200 moving average, that's like 50%. Like good companies fall down like maybe 50%. Right now it's down 30%. So I think people are seeing this, you know, sell off right now, and you know, they think like it's 30% down, right? And it can maybe go a little bit more down on stuff like that, right? But they're not gonna let it go down like 80-90% right now. I think something, you know, hugely, I think stock market in general needs to break certain levels for you know, everything like this to drop towards downside. So there is that. Quick summary on Bitcoin. We are out of the falling wedge. Okay, quick summary on Bitcoin, guys. What is it? Let's go 1 hourly time frame. We have been in the rising wedge. We broke that towards downside. Right now we are thinking that this might be the bottom over here. Usually the bottom is all the way down here at the bottom. We think the bottom might be here. Right now we might expect bounce. It's going inside the channel towards downside. Any kind of break, you know, outside of the channel towards upside downside might be good or bad. If we are very bullish, we might get support here. If we are not very bullish and, you know, there is a lot more downside, we might go back down to the start of the wedge where where we could get, you know, secondary bottom, maybe even before that. But right now we are in the channel towards downside. We are looking for the breakout, and hopefully this area up here will give us the support, and we might actually bounce towards upside again. There's the resistance, and so forth, so forth. So right now we are technically technically we are in a big option still up here. Technically we are still an option. It might be some kind of big channel up here towards upside, but technically we are still an option over here. So you're in Crypto Queen now, Captain, or is it impersonate you? So we're gonna see. Beyond means Meta. Short-term bounce, success rally, then massive crash. Not really, not trying to fight, just being real. Gear just hit 711 US. Nobody has money to invest. You are thinking too short term, Techberg. You are thinking too short term. You have to think in the, you know, what's gonna happen in the future, because markets are, you know, they look into the future to figure out what's gonna happen. Then, so, you know, think about, you know, is the price just gonna, you know, keep rising, right? Like, what has to happen for this to actually stop? When is it gonna stop? What's gonna happen? Like, you have to understand that, you know, when the first COVID crash came in 2020, right? The market crashed straight down when COVID hit, right? It takes a little bit time for the market to understand, okay, there are lockdowns, there is this, there that. But you know, this is not going to be here forever. Everything's going to go away. There is no reason for market crash. Nothing is actually happened. And as soon as market understood that, you know, market started recovering. Even though we are, you know, full lockdowns and everything was, you know, going crazy, market started recovering, you know, straight up in V-shaped recovery. Why? Because they understood that, you know, yeah, this is going to go away. It's good time to buy. You know, they sell, you know, people are scared, everybody's sold. Okay, let's go up, right? So right now everybody's scared, everybody's thinking gas price, nobody got money, you know, new COVID stuff is coming, you know, this, that, you know, supply chain is happening, right? So you gotta be a little bit for, you know, future seeing, like what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next is gonna move the market, right? Good morning, TL. Good morning, Crypto. I hope you slept. Are you in a trade? No, we are not trading right now. This is Bitcoin daily. We're just looking at it. Somebody gave me 10 bucks. That was Iturami. Can you do XRP? Yeah, man, we can check out XRP over here. Let's see what's happening with XRP. If I can find XRP, I don't think I can find XRP. I think there we go. XRP. It's such a long time since I actually looked at XRP. Let's look at this part up here. It's how much is XRP down from the top up here in April 2020? It's down 85%, so you know it's down big time. This 30 level up here. I know that a lot of you know, XRP hodlers back there, they were talking about this 30 level being very, very important, and now you are back at that 30 level, which is not good sign. So even though I like it, you know, the coin has been, you know, with us forever and stuff like that. I'm not really a fan that, you know, the price comes back to the previous slowdown here where it was, you know, in you know, 2018 to like it's always holding this line. Like this is very bad, right? People are saying, yeah, but this is gonna pump, you know, to forever. Maybe it's gonna pump it. Yeah, I don't like if XRP was bullish, you know, I would like it, you know, stop up here 200 moving average and then continue towards the upside, right? It's probably 200, it might be way oversold, it might just pump up here, but it also might just do, you know, another one of these moves up here, right? That would be funny, guys. That would be funny. That would be very, very funny. XRP also is trying right now the daily time frame to, you know, it finds some kind of bottom here at, you know, 0.3 level up here. It does the same thing as Bitcoin, just a little bit more with a little bit bigger volatility and stuff like that. Nothing is much happening. There is a very nice important trend line up here that needs to break for any kind of move towards the upside. I would say 0.3 is some kind of sports over here, you know, might, you know, go zigzag a little bit. It depends on what Bitcoin does, right? It might do something like it. It might break the on downside up here. It important support line. How many red weeks this did have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, the same as Bitcoin. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it does the same thing as Bitcoin. But XRP is funny, guys. XRP is funny. I don't know. I would never invest in XRP. I'm not trying to bash XRP. I'm just like, you know, when you are in 2018 at 0.3 cents and then in 2022 you are back at 0.3 cents, something tells me that, you know, this thing over here, maybe it hit some kind of top. Bear market moves. If people can afford to eat or pay bills, they can't and won't invest. Stocks are fed, workers. Yes, I get that right now. They cannot buy right now, so it's going down right now, right? Yeah, right now they cannot buy, they cannot do anything. I get how you think, man. I get how you think. But now think like this. Now think like this. They cannot buy the, you know, gas right now. They don't have money, you know. Stuff is going on, you know, supply chain problems, these problems, that problems. And then suddenly tomorrow there are no supply chain. Suddenly tomorrow they find oil in some countries. Suddenly, you know, they make deal with some countries. Suddenly prices of gas drop down. Suddenly people have money, right? Suddenly people have money. And when are they gonna have the money? When is that gonna happen? When stocks pump up to the top, and then they're gonna tell people, okay, now you have money. So people are gonna start buying the stocks at the top. And of course, right, that's when we're gonna go down. Right now, the whales are buying, the whales are getting this because people are in fear, but they know that eventually this will go up. So they're looking into the future. They know this is going to go up later, right? And later, when people get money to buy, the stocks will already be high enough, right? You think the other way around. What's happening now doesn't mean that, you know, what's going to happen in the future. Taylor, what do you think of inverse head and shoulders on 4-hour Bitcoin? Inverse head and shoulders on 4-hourly on Bitcoin. I mean, this, I mean, it could be that. It could be that. It's very nice. I never thought about this. Nice, nice, nice. So this bottom down here could actually just play out. We could create, you know, this inverse head and shoulders. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, sure, why not? Sure, why not? Looks nice. Not yet complete though. We need to complete this Schmidt cycle. I don't know. What's Schmidt cycle? Schmidt cycle. Is there something called Schmidt cycle? Shemitah cycle. The current Shemitah year is 21, 22, or I don't know. Oh, it's some kind of Jewish thing. Shemitah signs of 7-year cycle. 2008, 2015, mega crash alert, stock market crash. Stock market crash now level, bond market crash. Stock market crash, hard recession begins. Oil shock. Okay, let's see this. Down, up, down, up, down. Up. Yeah, but what's gonna happen in 20? When is the Shemitah things, you know, cycle ending? When is the next Shemitah? The current Shemitah year 21, 22 are on Monday. The next Shemitah cycle being 28, 29. Okay, so we gotta like 6 years after this is done. Okay, good. The Pelosi Nakamoto whale signal. Did she buy again? Did she buy again? Look at the stablecoin market caps. There's lots of cash in the market on the sidelines. Bro, I'm telling you, as long as Mr. Potato Head is running in snow in the US, shit is going down. You can be telling me that, man, but you know, I don't believe ya. Why is Polygon not being affected as much? I think Polygon, you know, is doing exactly the same thing, man. It's doing exactly the same thing. Yeah, there is no difference between Polygon and everything else. It was, you know, some kind of rising wedge up here, went down a little bit, you know, it's doing the exactly same thing as everything. What do you mean it's not affected as much? It's doing exactly the same thing as everything else. Move is 26k, yeah, so it can go pretty fast towards the upside, dump to 19k and then range about to 19 to 21. It might be that as well. XRP will pump hard soon, but not now. Now we dump lower. I want to start launch. I think right now that we broke this falling wedge toward downside, everybody's super bearish, right? Everybody's super bearish, thinking that we are gonna go down to 0 or whatever, right? Oh no, it's gonna get 70k again, and right now it goes down here, gets everybody, so you know, everybody wants to push these shorts up here, and suddenly, you know, it pumps towards the upside. It's only when you start pumping towards the upside up here that we go up. Nope, not today. Let's go down. Tron is also holding well up. Tron is also holding well up. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know what's up with this thing up here. I'm not touching it because, you know, I don't understand it. It's not following the market. It's doing something crazy. All right. So, you know, why would I want to touch this? Why do I want to touch this? It's holding too well towards the upside. This only dumped something like, you know, from the all-time high to the bottom is, it's only, technically it's 73% down. This one in April, right? April, and you know, it is down 73% right now. It's down like 66%, but it is holding well up. I mean, you know, it is holding well up. So I don't know what's up with Tron, man. Said Lauren is still sky. Yeah, it is. Do you still live back up to 21 and dump? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we need to see how this plays out. I think we need to see how this breakout plays out. If we fail to hold the support up here, I'm looking at, you know, some kind of 18, you know, 17, 18, 19 up here in this range down there. If this level right now starts breaking, that's around 20,000, give or take. Yeah, exactly 20,000. If 20,000 breaks again, then we might go, you know, back down again. But if 20k holds for whatever reason, and we might, you know, get above certain moving averages up here, we might see, you know, a new rally towards the upside. So that might be just it. USD is still under the dollar. Yeah, it's still under the dollar, but it went down a lot. But you know, this does happen during capitulation, guys. I'm gonna show you something. USDT USD, and let's find Tether by daily. Say weekly up here. This goes back to 2000. So what you're gonna see here is that Tether as well. Let's go to daily time frame maybe. Let's move the moving averages up here. Can we get a better chart up here? Yeah. So this was in December when we are having capitulation up. This actually exploded towards the upside, right? There is, you know, every time you have these big moves, April 2017 it went up, you know, there was a huge volatility up here before DPEX and stuff like that. When there is a volatility in the markets, let's add another chart up here. BTC/USD. Let's find a bigger chart. Relax. What I'm going to show you, I think when there is I think we need to do this on logarithmic scale a little bit. Can we do this on logarithmic scale? This all regular scale? Yeah, it doesn't matter because it's the same. When there is a lot of volatility in the market, this can actually pump up down, right? When there is a lot of volatility in the market, people buying, selling, there, you know, it can range. It can range. Let's go a little bit up here and zoom in a little bit up on this up here as well. See, it's better. Depends on what kind of dump it is and stuff like that, right? But you can see once we start dropping down, there is, you know, there is a lot of volatility. It's still, you know, getting pushed down, but you know, it is depegged still down here. It is depegged a little bit, right? But that's because of the volatility, right? Once it's stabilized, then you know this can actually pick back up, pick up. But when there is a lot of volatility and stuff like that, it does, you know, can depeg, right? So I think the same thing is the use. So I think the same thing is happening right now with USDD. So I think the same thing is happening right now with USDD. I don't think it's, you know it's deep, it's gonna go down. I don't think it's anything like that. I just think that maybe you know, it's deeper because of the volatility that start happening, you know, towards downside a little bit, right? A lot of volatility, it needs a little bit of time to get the peg back and stuff like that, right? But it might be that. Sold the price to save his USDD. What do I think about PayPal? What kind of question is that? What do you mean what I think about PayPal? Mark will become bullish when everybody like, hey, what do you think about MasterCard? Sorry, I'm not saying anything. I just don't understand the question. I think there is not enough panic to be the real bottom. There is not enough panic. What you mean there is not enough panic, man? There is no more sellers left. Everybody's getting liquidated. We saw miner capitulation, guys. We saw everybody talking how miners are not making money. How they are losing. How the stuff is going down and stuff like that. What you mean there is not enough panic? People are, you know. Let's see fear and greed index. Right now is 11, but it was down 7. Yesterday it was 9, but before that it was 6. You know, what you mean? What you mean there is not enough panic? The crypto allocation. I think there is enough panic. I think I don't want more panic. I think it's enough. But what happens right now after it captures, all the leverage needs to be washed out. Not done yet. Yeah, that was people are saying in 2008. Oh, we gotta go down to 1K, 2K because you know leverage position needs to be taken out. Nah, all the leverage position never gets taken out. Just it does not work like that. It doesn't work like that. And it has priced in high inflation. So what happened right now, when stuff has been going down right now for, you know, 10, 11, 12 weeks or straight down, and, you know, people who bought like, you know, 69, 60, 50, you know, they are totally, they're either sold or they're diamond handing this, so they're not gonna sell, they don't care anymore. The thing is, people have lost all the faith, all the hope is gone, right? And once that happens, you cannot push the price down, because, you know, everybody who cared, they sold. Everybody who had a, you know, kind of stop loss, they already got hit by everything, right? It's really hard to push down price because people have no motivation left, right? They don't have no motivation to buy or to sell. They're just like, you know, even if it goes down, you know, another 10,000, they're being like, you know, they don't care. And once you come to the point where people just don't care, retail just don't care, that's when the bottom is in. Because as long as they care, you can push the price lower, right? But once they stop caring, you cannot push the price more, because they just don't care. They're so much down, they don't care. Like, imagine you bought something, imagine you had 100K, guys, and you bought some kind of coin and it's right now down 80%. You just don't care, man. You just don't care. You lost like 80,000. You just sitting down at 20,000 like, am I gonna sell this? Nah, like, it really doesn't matter. If it goes right now another 80% down, you know, 50% down, you know, you lost like 10% more. Like, people don't care. People don't care. PayPal stock. Now, we don't do stocks here. I don't know much about PayPal. Panic became the new normal, I guess. Yeah, the panic is the new normal, so people don't care anymore. And I think once people stop caring, that's pretty much bottom. So we cannot say that right now. That, I mean, this is pretty legit. Like, it can be bottom right now, 75. Like, we are so low. But yeah, you know, it's you know, I think the bottom will be a range bound area. I think the bottom will be a range up here somewhere, right? A range. It won't be just one bottom. It will go a little bit up, a little bit down, maybe several times. Maybe it go lower up here. Maybe it does something like this up here. Maybe up there a little bit, you know, shake it. So maybe we get some kind of, you know, push down. Maybe you get a V-shaped recovery down here or something like that. I don't know how it's gonna play out. But we are in the range where people are buying. Whales are buying, guys. They're buying altcoins, they're buying Bitcoin, they're buying Ethereum. They're buying everything, right? And altcoins might be, you know, a little bit too soon to buy. Maybe, not quite sure about that. But, you know, everybody's buying, guys. Well, yep, just don't care. I already took profits a long time ago, or just check in and forget about it. Yeah. I don't know anybody else that's right now in crypto, like, you know. So I think people have stopped caring right now. Once we got to this 20K, people are back. People don't care. I think right now everybody's out. Hopefully go sideways and make a nice base for a year. I don't think it's gonna be a year. I'm giving it 3 to 6 months, if not faster than that. 3 to 6 months. What is that? Right now, June, July, August. Yeah, I'm giving it until November. I'm giving it until, I think around November. There is a very nice date on the. There is very nice happening on November. 22nd November 2022. This date up here. It's a very important date. So we are looking for this date, 22nd November, 22, 11, 22, 11, 22, 22, depends, you know, if you are in the crazy country or not. But 22, 11, 22, that's what we're looking for. That's a very special date. I don't know how important it's gonna be, because we didn't do planets before, but right now we are doing planets as well. So it just might be that. So I'm giving it, you know, some kind of calculation between 3 to 6 months, give or take. Because, you know, me and you can buy everything on the week, guys. Me and you can buy everything on the week. I'm always saying that, like, me and you can buy, like, it goes down here on the dollar. There is enough liquidity to fill our bag so hard instantly. Unfortunately, whales do have to use a little bit longer time. They have to use a little bit longer time to get the liquidity needed to pump their bags, right? So they, you know, they try to keep it in a certain range to pump their bags, and then the price can go up, right? So they need a range. Me and you can buy the week. You know, you understand, there is enough liquidity, you know, to press market buy, and, you know, our bags are fully loaded and they're ready to pump towards the moon. Unfortunately, there are people that have a lot more money than us, and they need a range for a long period of time to, you know, fill the bags. I didn't take her money, I took her. I told her, heck no. Mom asked me in January to take 100K of her money and start investing in crypto. It was at that point that red flags went up for me and told me that already topped out. Turns out it was true, lol. Yeah. So right now I know only one mom that wants to buy you know, crypto, and that's because her son-in-law is, you know, YouTuber, crypto YouTuber. So I know only one mom that wants to buy, but you know, that's a little bit different because, you know, because she isn't buying, you know, she doesn't listen to you, she listen to her son-in-law, right? So beside that one mom, grandma, I don't know anybody else right now that, you know, just randomly wants to buy crypto. So that's a good thing. This move not retest to 19.7, then move up. It might be that, a little bit more down. Yeah, but the 22nd November is doesn't, you know, JFK doesn't say, yeah, but this it wasn't 22nd November 2022. It's a very special date because of the planets. So we're gonna see if that actually has anything to do with that. Only thing I really care about now is the bottom. This is the bottom, maybe. November sounds about right. Suppose the burn mechanism for Tron like Luna isn't fully utilized, so it's not under a threat, and just Sun has used the FUD to liquidate shorts. Not sure what's happening there. Bill, we have positive vibes with the challenging of season, then new consumer mood cycle starts. Okay, guys, I don't have much to say yet. We will have trading sessions today as well. I don't know when, but there will come trading sessions very soon. They will be live, so make sure to go to the late adopter, press subscribe, and then there is the bell button next to the subscribe button somewhere up here. You can press the bell button. It's not over here, but when you press subscribe, there is a bell button up here. Also, you can press this join button if you want to join TA Fans Club. Want to join the channel, you have to sign in, but you know, if you press the button up here, you know, you can join. If you know, there is also a link in the chat. Let me put in chat, just if you want, I'm not saying that you have to or anything like that. So there's that. But yeah, I think Bitcoin might be at some kind of, but it depends, you know, right now how this is actually gonna play out. It is nice move towards downside, but a lot of people are very bearish right now, so you know, we can just, you know, F them and it just goes right up. That does happen from time to time. There is that. There is that, of course. And with that, guys, with that said, guys, I do hope that you have a nice day today. We will do live trading sessions today, at least tonight at the 7 or 8 p.m., but it might be one sooner as well. So do make sure to check that out. We're gonna learn how to trade and make money, guys. Make money. Do you agree? Oh man, it's gonna be good. So we are doing this, you know, 400 million challenge. Hopefully that plays out. Anyways, guys, have a nice day. Bye bye.